What's good, guys? We're back once again. I was looking at the UFC 314 card and I was like, you know what? Certified Hood Classic incoming. Volk about to get that walk-off decision, bro. I'm telling you guys, fuck Diego. I love Diego Lopez. He's fun as fuck. Doesn't do anything wrong. Please, Volk, get the belt back for my sanity, bro. If you lose, I don't even know, bro. I can't take you getting chinned, bro. Every time I think of that fight, though, first image in my head is that fucking Lopez chins him. But then I was looking on what events we got after this. And I realized, the next pay-per-view is JDM and Bilal. But 317 doesn't have an announced main event. And I do think it could be... Is this the International Fight Week? Is International Fight Week in... Yeah, I think it is. So if this is International Fight Week, maybe we get... I don't know, some Jones Aspinall maybe. Maybe we get... Maybe a lot of things can happen. You never know what's going to be on UFC 317. But what that got me thinking was, what? Not all of them got to be title fights, but what fights do I really, really want to see this year, and do I think fans would love to see around the world? I got 5 or 6 fights for you guys. I think most people would agree with me that these fights, if they were to be made, would be fucking bangers. All of them. Some of them obviously are the quite obvious answers. Some of them are... Actually, all of them are quite obvious, honestly. I think this is a pretty expected list. It's just I want to get my opinions on some of these fights. Maybe my early predictions on some of them. And yeah, man, let's get right into it. I think straight up, Sean O'Malley and Petr Yan need to run it back for 5 rounds straight. I think this is the sickest fight in bantamweight you can make. I think Petr Yan wins a rematch. I thought he won the first fight. Dude, the first fight was a fantastic war of a fight in Abu Dhabi. And, I was thinking to myself, imagine these two fight 5 rounds again in Abu Dhabi. You know what I mean? These two, that Abu Dhabi main event doesn't really have I hope they don't do Umar and fucking Petr Yan. Please don't. Yan arguably deserves a title. I'd rather Yan have a shot against Merab than fight Umar. Not that he wouldn't win. I think he could beat Umar. Just, I'm not interested in that fight. I'd rather see O'Malley and Umar, actually. But, dude, if O'Malley and Yan get locked in the cage again for 5 rounds, it's going to be an absolute instant classic once again. I do think Yan would finish him in a rematch. In 5 rounds, O'Malley was really starting to look tired towards the end. The takedowns were getting really easier for Yan. I do think Yan would have finished O'Malley in a rematch, and probably Yan doesn't look as... You know what? No. I think Yan would win the fight by 5th round TKO, breaking Sean O'Malley down over the course of 5 rounds. I think O'Malley will give him insane trouble in the first 3. But as long as Yan survives, which I think he would do again, I think he finishes Sean O'Malley late in round 5. And I think it would be such a sick fight. Like, tell me if this fight didn't get announced for like a fight night main event, you wouldn't be telling all your boys to watch this fight with you. Bro, I watched this fight in high school. Imagine them rematching now I'm out of high school. Like, it would be such a sick fight. I want to see it again. 5 rounds, locked in the cage. And O'Malley can win. Imagine O'Malley knocks Yan out. That would be fucking wild. But I think we're going to be moving on to the next fight. Yuri, BJP Prohaska, and fucking Magomed Ankalaev. I know, people don't want to see this fight because they think Ankalaev wins the fight pretty easily, and I do think Ankalaev wins. I don't think easily. And I wouldn't mind ending up switching my pick maybe to Yuri. Because something about Yuri with his fighting spirit, the way this guy can fucking revive himself from the dead and then beat you in your own game, unless you're Alex, I think he has a real shot at chinning Magomed. I don't know. Magomed gets hit. Alex didn't really throw his hands in that fight. There's a rumor that Alex broke his hand. Sick of every fighter fucking, even when they win, but not dominantly having an injury. Regardless, yeah, fighting's hard. I understand injuries happen. It's not their fault. But imagine the scenes. Ankalaev's up 2 rounds. Yuri Prohaska flying knee KOs Magomed Ankalaev stiff against the fucking fence. Multitude of and hammer fists. Stiffing Ankalaev out cold. Seeing his head bounce on the... I know if I seem like the biggest Ankalaev hater. I don't like him. But, dude, you can't deny Yuri winning the belt back would be one of the sick... And you know he would do it in such a sick way, too. You know he'd do it in a war. This fight would be good. I think it would be an amazing fight, even if Ankalaev won. Yuri can't be in a bad fight. And, bro, imagine the scenes, dude. I know... And imagine how depressed everyone would be if Ankalaev chinned Yuri left straight. That would suck dick. But that's what I mean. Someone in this fight, in my opinion, gets knocked out. I don't think this fight goes the distance like the Alex fight. My pick in the Alex fight was Alex to win by TKO in the second round or decision. I did think that fight, and I said if Magomed wins, he'll win by decision. So... A lot of light heavyweight fights do go to decision, not Yuri fights. I think if Yuri fights Ankalaev, regardless of the winner, it will be a brutal finish. It'll be a fun-ass fight before the finish. Hopefully Yuri can do the unthinkable and sleep this ugly clap-nosed goblin fuck. But yeah, moving on to the next fight. Ilya Topuria, this guy switched his name to La Leyenda. What the fuck is wrong with you? El Matador was so much better versus Islam Makhachev. This fight is so sick, bro. Obviously, it's the standard. Everyone wants to see this fight. My fucking grandma wants to see this fight. How would you not want, like, the best featherweight in the world versus the best lightweight in the world? Yes, we've seen it before when Makhachev beat Volkanovski. Had an absolute war with him the first time. Caught him on short notice. Chinned him. Fuck, dude. Rip Volk. How do I think this fight goes? Oh, my prediction for Ankalaev and Yuri really quickly. I'm going to lean Ankalaev to win this fight by 4th round KO against Yuri. Maybe I switch my pick to Yuri early, but I'm worried Ankalaev chins him. Yeah. Moving on back to Makhachev and Topuria. I think Ilya has a real shot at chinning Makhachev. Like, at first it was really like, Makhachev will out-grapple him. He'll do well on the feet as long as they're on the feet, because Ilya's pretty hittable. Makhachev's really defensively responsible. He's built like a tank. I think he's way bigger than Ilya. I know he's way bigger than Ilya. I think that would play a factor in the fight. I think Ilya has that chance, though, man. It's not even a chance. I think Ilya's going to drop Islam if they fight. But I'm going to pick Islam Makhachev to win the fight by submission in round 5. I think he's going to beat Ilya Topuria, sadly. I hope Ilya does it. Sleeps Makhachev. I love Makhachev, though. Makhachev's an amazing fighter. I hope Ilya gets it done, though. But I just don't think he will. I think the grappling edge will be too high for Makhachev. And if Bryce Mitchell takes down John Silva 3 rounds straight, can hold him down, out-grapple him, maul him, I might switch my pick in this fight. But I don't like Bryce Mitchell taking Ilya down, even if it was for a whole minute. I don't like that. I think Makhachev would do bad things to Ilya on the ground while they're there. I think Makhachev on the feet will be able to survive with Ilya. I think he will get cracked. I think he will get dropped in this fight. But I think he'll come back and win by submission. I think it will be an amazing fight. And I think people will start to change their opinions on Makhachev and call him one of the most entertaining fighters in the sport after this fight. I think this fight's got a lot of stakes. It's got really everything you want. The whole world will be watching this fight. Ilia Topuria is already a superstar and on the verge of becoming a mega star if he can KO Islam Makhachev in front of Habib. You know what I mean? That would be nuts. That would be absolutely bonkers. I think this fight has crazy possibilities. And imagine, there is a chance Makhachev KOs Ilya with a head kick. There's a chance. Ilya's susceptible to head kicks. Kind of blocks him like a boxer, like Volkan Poirier does. I can see Islam landing a nice high kick on Topuria or a nice clinch knee. But on the other hand, I can see Ilya folding Makhachev with a body shot even. It's such a 50-50 fight. I don't know who to pick. The Mitchell fight will have me deciding a bit more. If Bryce Mitchell just gets flatlined and can't take down John Silva, I'm going to really lean towards Makhachev. But right now, I think we're 50-50 on that fight. I'm leaning a little bit towards Islam right now. Hopefully it gets announced maybe for that 317 card in International Fight Week. But moving on up the card, or not card, the fight everyone wants to see. But honestly, this fight is starting to wear on me a bit, man. I'm getting sick of fucking hearing it and nothing's happening. I really want this fight to happen. I would be so interested in this fight. I would really not know who to pick. Honestly, if these two were to get locked in the cage as of International Fight Week 2025, I would pick Jon Jones to win this fight by submission in round 3. I think he would tire out Aspinall with the grappling, and I think Aspinall's so big, he cannot physically be able to be bouncing around for 5 rounds. I don't believe a human at that size can be able to do that with another fighter pushing a pace, and not just another fighter. This is not any ordinary fight. This is Jon Jones, arguably, if not the greatest fighter in the world, in the history of MMA. Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall, in my opinion, the new blood versus the old blood, the dawn of the new age versus the king of the old lions. This is the biggest fight you can make in the UFC fucking period. It is. It just sadly is. Not sadly, but it just is. I think if this fight were to get made, it would easily be 1 million pay-per-views plus with a decent card under it. And if they had another strong title fight, make it 1.5. This fight has so much... Everyone I know knows about this fight. People that don't watch MMA. Girls I know. People want to watch this fight. This is the fight. Everyone will be watching. The world will be watching. And don't get me wrong. If Jon Jones can't handle the power, get ready for Tom Aspinall to shock the world and KO the GOAT in 1 round. Stiff. Aspinall is so big. I can see him KOing Jon Jones in the first round cold. Do I think it will happen? No. Because I think Jon Jones has an amazing chin. But his boxing defense isn't the best, and Aspinall is a boxer primarily on the feet with hard kicks to the legs. Jon's got pretty frail legs. But if this fight gets made in November MSG time, I will pick Tom Aspinall to win this fight. Jon Jones needs to take this fight the sooner he can. He's getting older. He needs to not let the young lion like Aspinall grow and try and have his one chance at KOing the GOAT. But if Jon Jones wins this fight, guys, he's the undoubtable GOAT of the UFC, GOAT of MMA, and maybe greatest fighter to ever live. This is a very, very high stakes fight, and one you just cannot miss. I'm telling you guys, I do want to see John the Cokehead get slept, but I just don't think it's going to happen. And you know how satisfying it would be to see Aspinall overhand right KO Jones stiff, and then be like, hello, the rest of you heavyweights are fucked. You guys are absolutely cooked. I just knocked out the best heavyweight. Not just the best heavyweight, the greatest fighter of all time. But Honestly, I want a rematch with Marcin Tybura. He's a great fighter. Just want that rematch. No, it'd be fucking hilarious if Aspinall called out Tybura. But it would be crazy. I just want to see this fight get made. And the call out was hilarious. Hello, John. You know what I mean? Aspinall's fucking hilarious. I think Jones needs to stop being a bitch, though, and make this fight. And honestly, moving on to, well, this is probably most people's number ones, but not me. This is a hypothetical fight. We need one thing to happen for this fight to happen. But if it does happen, my boy Jack Della Maddalena, if he can knock out Bilal Muhammad, this, in my opinion, is the best fight in welterweight you can make right now if JDM wins against Bilal. I want to see this so bad. A lot of people are leaning Shavkat. I think Shavkat would be a favorite. And I kind of had this feeling JDM might knock Bilal out as an underdog and then be an underdog against Shavkat and win. And that's how I think the fight would go. I do lean JDM to win this fight by KO in round 1 or 2. Actually, no. I think it would be a war of attrition, and I think JDM would KO him in round 4. Shavkat's a beast. He's going to take shots, come forward. He's going to be trying to win the whole time. He's going to be trying to finish Jack the whole time. Jack's going to be trying to finish him the whole time. And I think the I think the winner wins by finish. I think it's either Shavkat breaks down and submits JDM over the course of 5 rounds, or I think JDM chins Shavkat stiff. And, bro, me and my boy want to watch. Well, he's the biggest Shavkat glazer you'll ever see in your life. And we've always argued about this fight. And my God, if it can get made, if JDM can get that knockout, find that chin on Bilal, they will make this fight. And they will absolutely go to war. I think this is the best fight you can make at welterweight. In my opinion, name me a better fight. If you oppose bro, JDM looks like a rabbit with this mouth guard. Bro looks like he has no other teeth. Absolute rabbit looking motherfucker. But, and look at his nose. Yeah, JDM's KOing Shavkat if they fight. I think it's going to be round 4. Honestly, I love this fight. I really, really hope it does get made. I really hope Jack... I don't want it to get made if Jack loses, though. If Jack loses, this fight won't hit the same. It's about them both being on the streak, you know what I mean? If they can both be on that streak and Shavkat fights Jack, that would be one fight to watch, man. I'm telling you. I would fucking love to watch that fight. And man, moving on to my most anticipated fight. The fight, if it got made, I would absolutely love if this fight got made. I'm pretty confident it's going to get made. I'm shocked. I would be shocked if they give this title shot to anyone else. Dricus du Plessis and Khamzat Chimaev. Please inject this into my soul, into my veins, please. I need to see this fight. I want to see this fight. Loser loses by finish or dominant decision. I think you can't go wrong with this fight. Dricus is going to get in Chimaev's head with the trash talk. Chimaev's going to go back to being angry. Chimaev's going to come in there with all the pressure in the world. He's the one that everyone's been saying since 2020. This guy's going to be the triple champ. This guy's going to be light heavyweight, welterweight, and middleweight champion. People, don't forget that people were saying this guy could beat Jan. People were saying this guy could beat a lot of people. In hindsight, I do think he would have raped Edwards in the first round. And I was picking him back then even as well. And Dricus du Plessis, man. Bro, this guy has the ultimate plot armor. This is 2 guys with ultimate plot armor. I actually have no fucking clue who would win. I have I would never be certain on a prediction for this fight. I wouldn't even be certain on it to go the distance. I wouldn't be certain on it to be a finish. I don't know. I think there's so many unknowns and so many sick parts about this fight. I know it would be a banger. As long as they're on the feet, they're going to be trading. Grappling, Dricus will never stop scrambling. Chimaev's going to be taking him down the whole time. It's going to be sick. Chimaev's an amazing... And we're going to see if Chimaev basically fulfills the prophecy of being that guy that everyone thinks he is. Will he be the guy? And if Dricus can get through Khamzat Chimaev, we might be looking at the greatest middleweight of all time. Because if he beats Khamzat Chimaev, I'm pretty confident he would beat Imavov. I'm pretty confident he would beat Anthony Hernandez. I'm pretty confident he beats everyone if he beats Khamzat Chimaev. I think the winner of this fight is going to go on to rule the middleweight division for a long time. And those are the fights I love. I really, really love... Honestly, I love any type of fight, if I'm going to be real. Either Dricus wins this fight by walk-off decision, Chimaev wins this fight by submission in the first round, Chimaev might just fluke KO Dricus out cold in the first round like he did to GM3. Or Dricus might just KO fluke Chimaev. I don't know. There's so many unknowns. Man, that's likely going to do it for the video. Let me know what you guys want to see next time. Let me know what you guys think is going to be the 317 main event. I think it might be O'Malley and Merab. I hope to God it is not. I hope it's Ilya and Makhachev. But I might I'm kind of leaning towards O'Malley and Merab, and I hope they don't make that fight, because if they don't, there's a chance they make Jan and O'Malley 5 rounds. But yeah, we've got a good schedule ahead of us. Mexico City, back to the Apex, Miami, Kansas, Iowa, Bell Center in Montreal, and then back to the Apex we go. Back to go to the T-Mobile, and after that, we'll be seeing what's going on. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know what fights you guys really want to see. And let me know what video ideas you guys would want in the comments below. The full card predictions and betting guide will come out for this card tomorrow, guaranteed. Tomorrow's Wednesday, I'm sure. No, yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday, so we will be good for then. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks. Bye-bye.